Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cruise Coded Plays Mostly Vanilla Minecraft with Sprinkles. Today, what we're going to look at is a little bit of exploration, primarily exploring some of the water out here, and then also heading the other direction and going up river. And the big thing is that we are going to make ourselves a boat to do this, but there's a few things that we need to get first. We need ourselves a boat, and for that we just need 5 wood planks of any wood type. In this case we're going to be building a spruce boat. Let's also go ahead and make our torches, and we'll go ahead and throw our raw iron in there and get it going. But once you have your boat made, all you have to do is toss it into the water, then hop into it. And what we're going to do is, if I remember correctly, there is a shipwreck out here. Yes, here it is. Now we'll just take a quick plunge and you can see that there is this ship underwater. Now we have to be careful. We do have a limited amount of oxygen. In some cases, though, you can find places where the doors are that will allow you to refill your breath. What makes these so compelling is treasure. Ooh, back in here. Let's put that on. Since that has respiration 2, I believe that should allow us to last underwater a little bit longer. Yep. But one of the other nice things is that typically these will have treasure maps, which I already picked up. Ooh, bottle enchanting. I believe that's just experience. Emerald is going to be nice, though. Get up back to our boat. And let's head back home real quick, drop off some of our spoils, but also look at what we grabbed. So one of the things that we grabbed, picked up some gold nuggets, some iron nuggets. And what we can do is we can actually use the iron nuggets in conjunction with torches to make lanterns, as well as making chains. But you can see here, 8 iron nuggets and 1 torch is a lantern. We'll go ahead and make that. And you can actually go ahead and place that down and it would replace one of the torches. They look nice. It's a great way to decorate and also get a light source. The big thing we got was this buried treasure map. And the reason why these are good is because, well, treasure. I mean, need I say more? But this one is actually fairly close. Looks like just right over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a shovel real quick. And we're going to go run back over to our boat. Nope. And let's take a look at this again. And it should be right about here in this general area. May have to do a little bit of digging to get to it. That's okay because we can always use the sand. Ah, there it is. Okay, so after a bunch of digging, finally came across it. Here it is. So let's go ahead and pop it open. And ooh, a couple of diamonds. Worth it. Potion of water breathing. Also worth it. Lots of iron. Gold. Emeralds, which we can use for trading with villagers. Cooked salmon. And then the heart of the sea. And this is actually really useful for later on. Ow. All right, fine. Okay, so we're going to have to head back again, drop off a bunch of this sand, enjoy some of the salmon that we found. We are going to go ahead and bring some, make a diamond pick. And the reason for this is that one of the things that I want to try and find is a ruined nether portal. Let me finish emptying this out and then we'll get back to the exploration. We're going to want to keep some of this cobblestone on us just in case we need it for building upwards. We are also going to make ourselves another bed. And the reason why is because when we're out and about, if we ever need to sleep, we need to be able to do so unimpeded. So that way we can reset daytime and whatnot. Make a bed. Boom. So we have a spare bed and a spare crafting table. So to take stock of what we have our usual tools. Right, we'll go ahead and throw our shovel in there. We have crafting table, bed. We've got some building blocks. Make sure you have some type of food so that way you can heal up while you're out and about. A weapon, because you're going to have to defend yourself. And then that should be about it. The only other thing, of course, is going to be the boat. What we're going to do is hop in our boat. And we're just going to come up the river a little bit. Right here. Perfect. Yep, and here it is. So these are useful because not only can you get some treasures from them, grab some glistening melon slices, but they also have obsidian, which we need our diamond pickaxe for. And there we go. We now have everything we need or should need in order to make a nether portal. You do have to be careful though with it because it's fairly easy to set one up and then, well, not enjoy the amount of time you spend exploring the nether. In fact, we're probably going to save that for an episode or two later. One of the other things that we're going to want to grab while we're out here is some of this kelp. And the nice thing about kelp is that it's very, very easy to farm. That should be enough. And kelp is not only really easy to farm, but it's also useful for doing an XP farm. One of the other things that we also want to look for is a jungle, because the jungle should provide us with bamboo. And bamboo is probably one of the better resources out there, simply because of the fact that with some bamboo and some string, you can make scaffolding. And scaffolding is so useful for so many things. But it looks like this is an island area. So this is our island, if you will. Well, part of it. The other side of the river from where we live. Because that's where we were just looking for the treasure. And here we are back home. That was a nice quick jaunt. Let's take a look at our map real quick, and you can see the island itself. But this is good news because it means that we have a lot more area to explore out this direction. And then we have some fun stuff to explore out here as well. So lots of interesting areas to look at. And we should be able to come around here. Or come through here maybe. Might have to expand this a little bit, and that's also kind of fun. But let's come down here and now this is the river that we came up when we were exploring or making our way up from here, from our spawn point. In fact, let's we can actually expand this waterway a little bit as we're in our own boat. Yeah. Now we do want to be careful, yeah, because magma blocks will try and pull us down and can actually damage the boat, which is kind of a pain. Those are really weird looking trees. What the heck kind of forest is this? Hemlock. I've never come across a hemlock tree before. Well, obviously, this is probably part of biomes of plenty. That is cool. Hemlock quarter log, which is what these are. Okay. But there we go. We got some extra wood. Let's continue on our travels. And specifically, we wanted to head out this way into this waterway to see what we have out here. Oh, this is gonna suck. All these magma blocks everywhere. We'll stay towards the shore. Should make it a little bit easier to, yep, get past them. And let's see what's out here. Oh, hey, bees. Bees are useful because you can actually take their beehives and use them to make honey. And then use the honey to actually make honey blocks, which are useful for making contraptions. Since honey blocks work very similar to slime blocks in that they will not only stick to each other, but also stick to other blocks. Now, the nice thing is that honey blocks will not stick to slime blocks, so you can use them on the same machine if you need to like have two halves of something. Oh, come on, let me get past this. All right, let's get out away from that. Ooh. And it's probably more of this hemlock stuff. You know, let's grab some of these saplings for back home. Now, one of the things that you can do is pick your boat back up and bring it with you. So if you need to go across land for a little while, you can. But let's throw this down here. We'll go ahead and make it daytime again. And let's explore over land a little bit. Looks deep, dark, and ominous. And as you can see, coal right there in the wall, rock wall, kind of a pain to get to, so we're just going to ignore it for now. Plus, we don't actually need any. What is up here? Ah, good place to get some mossy cobble. Instead of having to make it ourselves, we can just grab some from here. And it's a good building material because of the fact that it is cobblestone, but it's got that mossy texture on it. And more spruce over here. Ordinarily, you would need to take some cobblestone and vines in order to make mossy cobble. So getting some of it for free, never a bad thing. But let us continue. Stop spending all day collecting all this mossy cobble and actually get on with our trip. And see if we can get some of this. Here we go. Get some. We're full. What we can do is go ahead and drop off like a stack of the cobble. Don't need it, but we can collect some of this as well as the saplings. And oh, the little wolf pup. I don't really need the cracked stone brick, so we'll grab the birch saplings because we can always take those back. Andesite. If I were playing a different mod, that would be useful. Shoot. I'm running out of stuff to get rid of. Dirt. Don't need it. Another rack. Don't need it. Essentially what the wolves are doing is just attacking the animals. That is really pretty. Also more than a little frightening. Because now we got to get back down the mountain. If you're smart about it, you can do it without taking too much fall damage. There we go. Ooh, these are pretty. Rose bushes. Like those. Might have to get rid of... We'll get rid of the raw chicken. Because I want these for the purposes of decoration. Our place will look really nice with some extra color around it. And we'll just hightail it back. Now, one thing that I have been working on in between episodes is I have been digging out this trench here and extending it. Eventually, it is going to get filled with water and it's going to act as sort of a moat, if you will. We'll be building a bridge across, just generally for giggles. And here we are back at home. We have some good spoils. First things first, need to drop off some of our stuff. And what I will probably do is let's plant a couple of these trees. And I think I'm going to do that out here. I'm going to take our rose bushes and let's put them around outside. Kind of like what I did with these moss blocks. In fact, let's put another one there. Yeah. That just looks nice. Gives it some extra color around the house without it being overwhelming. So, this one was kind of a light episode. Most of it is just going out and exploring, seeing what we can find, and bringing it back. And this is mostly an episode that is going to bridge the gap between last episode, where we did a bunch of caving and monster hunting, and next episode, where we're probably going to look at increasing our overall footprint on this world. We're going to want to start looking at larger scale mining. We're probably going to want to look at some sort of automated farm. And for that, we're going to have to start gathering a lot more resources. So exploration is a great way to do that. Plus, with the added benefit of the obsidian that we gathered, so that way we can create another portal. We should be able to also get some resources from the nether. And just in general, this should really help us get farther set up. Once the additional trees grow, we can maybe see about adding that wood to our house, see how it'll look as planks, and if that'll look good for a second story. But that's where we're at. Like I said, this is going to be a short one, mostly just trying to get the lay of the land, get people out there and exploring the world, not being afraid of running afoul of monsters, and then also making sure that you have a spare bed, spare crafting table, and just have a good time. That's what Minecraft is about. You all have a wonderful day. Remember to stay out of trouble, And if you get caught, I don't know ya. Catch y'all later, guys.